Imagine stepping onto the pitch and facing the defender every striker feared, Paolo Maldini. What made him the ultimate guardian of football? Welcome to the untold tales of Maldini's legendary career. From bone-crunching tackles to his unparalleled vision, we'll reveal the secrets that made him the most feared defender in history. But that's not all. We'll uncover the astonishing training regime that sculpted his ironclad defense, the unheard stories from his teammates, and the surprising off-field moments that defined his legacy. Get ready for an epic journey through unforgettable moments, legendary battles, and the awe-inspiring legacy of Paolo Maldini. Don't miss a second. This is football history at its finest. Paolo Maldini was born on June 26, 1968, in Milan, Italy. From an early age, he was immersed in the world of football. Growing up in a family where his father, Cesare Maldini, was a legendary figure at Milan, meant that football was more than just a sport, it was a way of life. If there were an instruction manual for creating a great football player, the Maldini family would have written the first chapter. Imagine the scene. A small Paolo, just 3 years old, running after a ball while his father guided him with patience and wisdom. For him, the football field was like his backyard, and each training session was a new adventure. But Paolo didn't stand out just because of the name he carried. From an early age, he showed that he had talent, determination, and a burning passion for the game. It was as if football was in his DNA, flowing naturally through his veins. At the age of 10, Paolo took his first steps towards stardom by joining AC Milan's youth academy in 1978. Imagine a young boy entering the colossal world of professional football, like Harry Potter discovering he is a wizard. He didn't know it yet, but he was about to become one of the most emblematic figures in the sport. Entering Milan was the beginning of a journey that would take him to unimaginable heights. He trained at the historic Milanello, where the atmosphere exuded history and excellence. The training center was frequented by legendary Milan figures, and for a young aspirant, it was like walking among titans. Paolo quickly stood out. His coaches in the youth divisions noticed not only his innate talent, but also his work ethic and determination. Among his early mentors, Franco Baresi, another Milan icon, played a crucial role. Baresi was the captain and an exemplary defender, and he took Paolo under his wing, teaching him the secrets of defense with the patience and precision of a craftsman. When Paolo made his debut for Milan's first team in 1985, he was only 17 years old. It was a significant moment, a true rite of passage. Imagine a teenager being called to fight alongside the greatest warriors of his land. That was Paolo's experience. His first game was against Udinese, a baptism of fire for the young defender. He entered the field replacing veteran Sergio Battistini and, from the first touch on the ball, showed he was ready for the challenge. Paolo's debut was just the beginning. In the following years, he established himself as a starter and became a key player in Milan's defense. His ability to read the game, anticipate opponents' moves, and make precise tackles quickly caught the attention of coaches and fans. He played with the maturity and composure of a veteran, traits that only improved over time. Among his first coaches, Arrigo Sacchi stood out. Sacchi, known for his revolutionary tactical approach, saw in Paolo a defender with exceptional intelligence and adaptability. Under Sacchi's guidance, Paolo developed an even deeper understanding of the game, learning the importance of organization and defensive discipline. The influence of Cesare, the guidance of Baresi and Sacchi, and his own determination created a perfect combination that led Paolo Maldini to become one of the greatest defenders in football history. Every training session, every game, every piece of advice he received shaped him, transforming him from a talented boy into a living legend. Paolo Maldini quickly established himself as a starter at AC Milan, and his presence in defense helped the team achieve great success both nationally and internationally. In the 1987-88 season, under the leadership of Arrigo Sacchi, Milan won the Scudetto, the Serie A title. This victory was especially significant as it marked the beginning of a golden era for the club. Paolo, despite his youth, was already a central figure in defense, playing alongside Franco Baresi, Mauro Tassati, and Alessandro Costacurta. This defensive line would become one of the most formidable in football history. Success in the national championship was just the beginning. In 1989, Milan won the UEFA Champions League, defeating Steaua Bucharest 4-0 in the final. Paolo Maldini played a crucial role in this victory, showing impressive maturity and skill for his age. He managed to maintain composure on one of the biggest stages in world football, contributing to the solid defense that kept Steaua scoreless. This victory not only crowned Milan as European champions, but also marked the beginning of a golden era for the club. The relationship of Paolo Maldini with his coaches and teammates was crucial for his growth as a player and leader. Besides Arrigo Sacchi, Fabio Capello was another coach who left an indelible mark on Paolo's career. Capello, who succeeded Sacchi, brought a more pragmatic and defensive approach that perfectly complemented Paolo's playing style. Under Capello, Milan continued to dominate, winning more Serie A titles and the Champions League in 1994, when they defeated Barcelona 4-0 in a memorable final. Among his teammates, Paolo formed strong bonds with many players, especially those who made up Milan's famous defense. Franco Baresi, Alessandro Costacurta, and Mauro Tassati were more than colleagues. They were friends and partners on the battlefield. This cohesion and mutual understanding were crucial for Milan's success in the 80s and 90s. Paolo also developed a special relationship with international players who passed through Milan, such as Marco van Basten, Ruud Gullit, and Frank Rijkaard. These players brought a new dimension to the team, and Paolo, with his versatility and leadership skills, helped integrate these stars into Milan's playing style. The respect and camaraderie between them were evident both on and off the field, contributing to collective success. Throughout his career, Paolo Maldini participated in countless memorable games that helped consolidate his reputation as one of the greatest defenders of all time. Let's dive into some of these moments that defined his trajectory and left an indelible mark on football history. 1988 European Championship. Although Italy did not progress far in the 1988 European Championship, Paolo Maldini's participation in the tournament was notable. He began to attract international attention for his defensive skills and maturity on the field despite his youth. 2003 UEFA Champions League Final, Milan vs Juventus. In 2003, Milan faced Juventus in the Champions League Final in Manchester, at Old Trafford. It was a tense battle that ended 0-0 after regular time and extra time, leading to a penalty shootout. Paolo Maldini, already a veteran, played a crucial role in leading Milan's defense throughout the game. Milan eventually won the penalty shootout 3-2, securing their sixth European title. Maldini lifted the trophy as captain, a moment that symbolized his longevity and consistency at the highest level of European football. 2005 UEFA Champions League Final, Milan vs Liverpool. One of the most memorable, though painful, games in Maldini's career was the 2005 Champions League Final against Liverpool in Istanbul. Milan seemed to be cruising to an easy victory, leading 3-0 at halftime with Maldini opening the scoring just 50 seconds into the match, the fastest goal in Champions League final history. However, in one of the most surprising comebacks in football history, Liverpool leveled the score 3-3 in the second half and eventually won on penalties. Despite the defeat, Maldini's performance was praised, and he showed immense dignity and sportsmanship. 2007 UEFA Champions League Final, Milan vs Liverpool. After the bitter setback in 2005, Paolo Maldini had the chance for revenge against Liverpool in the 2007 Champions League Final, held in Athens. This time, Milan won 2-1, with 2 goals from Filippo Inzaghi. Maldini, at 38 years old, showed he was still a force to be reckoned with, leading the defense with his usual elegance and precision. This victory was particularly sweet for Maldini, who had sworn revenge after the 2005 defeat. World Cup's participations. Paolo Maldini was a central figure in Italy's campaign in the 1994 World Cup in the United States. Under the command of Arrigo Sacchi, Italy reached the final against Brazil. The final was a tactical battle that ended 0-0 after regular time and extra time. The decision went to penalties, and unfortunately for Italy, Brazil won 3-2. Despite the defeat, Maldini was included in the World Cup All-Star team for his impeccable performances throughout the tournament. Maldini also participated in the 1990 and 1998 World Cups. In 1990, Italy, playing at home, finished in third place, with Maldini playing a crucial role in defense. In 1998, in France, Italy reached the quarterfinals, where they were eliminated by France on penalties. In both editions, Maldini was a pillar of consistency and quality in the Italian defense. Maldini's farewell marked the end of an era in football. His longevity and consistency were rare, and he left the scene with the same class and dignity he demonstrated throughout his career. His retirement left a void at Milan and in Italian football, but it also left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire and influence the game. After retiring as a player, Paolo Maldini continued to contribute significantly to football, this time off the pitch. Maldini initially resisted taking on administrative roles at Milan, preferring to spend time with his family and step away from football for a while. However, his passion for the club and the sport brought him back. In 2018, he accepted the position of Director of Strategic Development at AC Milan. Later, he was promoted to Technical Director, where he has played a crucial role in revitalizing the club. In his role as an executive, Maldini brought his vast experience and knowledge of the game to Milan's administration. He was instrumental in signing key players who helped rebuild the team, such as Theo Hernandez, Ismail Benacer, and Rafael Leao. Under his leadership, Milan began showing signs of returning to the elite of European football, competing again in the Champions League and challenging for the Serie A title. One of Maldini's main priorities has been developing young talents. He understands the importance of building a young and talented core to ensure long-term success. Under his supervision, Milan has invested significantly in the youth academy and has given opportunities to promising young players in the first team. This approach is beginning to pay off, with several young players emerging as key figures in the team. In summary, Paolo Maldini is not only one of the greatest defenders in football history, but also a visionary executive shaping AC Milan's future. His post-retirement career is a natural extension of his passion for the sport and the club he served with such distinction. His influence on football, both on and off the field, is immense and lasting, ensuring his legacy will continue to inspire and guide future generations. Throughout his career and after his retirement, Maldini received numerous recognitions and honors. He was included in the all-time best players selections by FIFA and UEFA and won the UEFA Best Defender Award in 2003. His number 3 shirt was retired by AC Milan, a rare and significant acknowledgement. Additionally, in 2012, he was inducted into the Italian Football Hall of Fame, further solidifying his status as a legend of the sport. Paolo Maldini showed the world that true success in football comes from the combination of talent, hard work, and integrity. He is a legend who will continue to inspire and influence the sport for many years. His career and life are a powerful reminder that with passion, dedication, and integrity, anything is possible. And that's it. This was our epic story about the legend Paolo Maldini. Please, help our channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next epic tale.